know, I've had a lot of different size motorcycles. I'm going to tell you guys the perfect size motorcycle, the engine that you want out here on the streets.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
Yeah, baby. I'm going to tell you guys, besides this bike being absolutely the most amazing bike out here on the street, I'm going to tell you, I think the perfect size motorcycle is the sweet spot, to be honest with you, is probably like a 650. The 650, 600, 650, you know, even the 400 up, you know, like the Kawasaki Ninja 400, which is a great beginner bike and a great bike for seasoned riders to ride out here on the streets. And then, you know, the Kawasaki Ninja 650, I always recommended that as an awesome bike for a beginner bike, and also for seasoned riders. It's really the sweet spot if you want to get my gear, like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet with auto tint shield, my favorite helmet, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe. All of my gear, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos. The MT-09 is great too, even though it has a higher CC, you know, 900 CC. Man, this road sucks. But it's tuned for the street though. What's great about the MT lineup, you know, the Yamaha MT-07. Woo! MT-09. Oh no! And MT-10. The MT stands for Master of Torque. So the bike has got all kinds of grunt down low. You know what I'm saying? Gosh, the torque off the line. Woo! Oh man! Even though it may have the bigger engine, but it's tuned for that bottoming goodness. That's what you want for the street. You want that bottoming grunt torque. You should be looking at the torque numbers on the bike, man. Don't just look at horsepower, man, because this bike, if you put on the dyno, it's only got what, 53 horsepower, and I think like 37 pound-feet of torque or something like that. It only weighs like 265 pounds though in supermoto trim. Dirt trim, I think it's like 252, I think. But this thing just rips, man. Forget the horsepower, boy. It just rips. It's all that bottoming goodness is tuned down low. And you put a gearing of 13 for the front sprocket, 44 for the rear sprocket. This thing is, that's the absolutely perfect gearing for this bike, man. Good times, baby. Yeah, the 650 I think is a perfect size, man, to be honest with you. Because these smaller bikes, you throw them around, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can just throw these bikes around. It's just beautiful to throw around a lightweight bike. It just feels good, man. I don't know, heavier bikes, you know, riding around here and just, I don't know, they just don't really do it for me that much. It depends on the bike. Because that Ducati XDeval S, that was really cool out here on the streets. I enjoyed that bike. You didn't scrape pegs on that bike. It was tuned with a lot of bottoming grunt. Good looking bike. I love this grunt. This thing just rips, man. I love it. No electronic rider aids on this bike. Just all pure goodness.
Same with my MT-07, no electronic rider aid crap, great bottoming grunt, lightweight, you can throw it around, you can get everything out of the bike without doing felony speed. Sounds awesome. That's what you want in a street bike.
That's what really makes these dirt bikes, these 450s, man, you convert them into a street legal supermoto and makes them awesome. Because it's just pure. It's pure motorcycle, man. Unadulterated goodness.
And I speak from experience. I've had most of the major engine sizes and types. I owned a 178cc, two 250cc bikes. I currently own a 450cc Supermoto. I owned a 600cc Super Sport. I currently own an MT-07, which is 700 cc's. I own the MT-09, which is 900 cc's, 1000 cc's with that CBR. I owned a 1100cc with that Tuono, owned a 1280cc with that Ducati X Diavolo, and I'll tell you guys, after owning all those different types of bikes and engine sizes and everything, that the only way that I would get a 1000 for the street is if I got a cruiser. A cruiser, the thousands are going to be nice because it's going to have great power, you know, bottom end grunt. It's going to have enough power for pretty much everything you need, but it's going to add a lot of weight. But for cruisers, it's not that big of a deal because a lot of the times, a lot of the weight is carried down low on the bike, so you don't really feel the weight that much. But if you want a lightweight cruiser that is amazing on the road and feels lightweight like smaller bikes, definitely the Ducati X Diavolo is awesome for that. I used to own that, or that new Ducati Diavolo V4, which they say is really awesome. Those bikes carry their weight very well. You won't be scraping pegs on those things. Just amazing bikes. And that goes for, you know, a lot of the cruisers with the 1000 engines. Like I said, that they carry their weight well, but oftentimes you will be scraping pegs on a lot of different cruisers. But if you live in Ohio, there's not that many twisties out here. You're going to be riding mostly on straight roads, so you don't have to worry about scraping any pegs. But getting 1000 in, you know, get a super bike, whatever, it's really too much power for the streets, guys. It's just going to get you into trouble. You're going to want to rip the throttle. That's the only way to really have fun on those super sports and super bikes, is to really get on the throttle. And if you do, you know what? You run the risk of losing your license and catching a felony and ending up in jail with the booty warrior. So for the street, I recommend either a supermoto, which is the most fun, or a mid-sized bike like the MT-07 or other 650s. Or if you want 1000, get it in a cruiser like an X Diavolo or other type of cruisers like that. But stay away from the super bikes. Keep that for the track.
But anyways, bottom line is that the 650 is an awesome 600, 650, 400, 500, 400 up. Even the 250, 300s are good out here, guys. But the sweet spot, I think, for highway and street is, like, you know, probably like the 650 is perfect, man, for you guys out there, especially for you noobs out there that want to do a little bit of everything and you want a bike you can grow on. And that's all you really need, to be honest with you. A 650, I said, get you a 450 like this, baby, convert it to a street legal supermoto. But anyways, guys, leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. That's why I do these videos, to help incite community discussion. Make sure to hit thumbs up, really helps my channel when you do. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit that little bell symbol so you get notified of my new videos. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.